A Salida family is heartbroken tonight. Their loved one drowned in the Stanislaus River while trying to rescue his little brother. The 26-year-old is being praised as a hero after jumping in to save his little brother who was struggling in the water. I'm Edie Lambert.
I'm Gulson Dart. Thanks for being with us. The family grieving the loss of their loved one, wanting to speak with only KCRA 3 tonight. KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari hears from the family about the impact of this young man.
De repente un momento tan feliz se convirtió en una pesadilla total.
What started as a fun family trip to the river ended in tragedy.
Yo veía que estaba haciendo todo lo posible, pero no podía, se estaba sumergiendo.
Tuesday, Marcos Garcia lost his life, leaving these siblings without their brother.
Mi hermano era muy lindo, era muy divertido, muy bueno.
Blanca says it was a hot day and her husband wanted to cool off in the river. She was supposed to stay at home with her two brothers, 17-year-old Jose and 26-year-old Marcos. The three siblings do not know how to swim, but Marcos told them that day he would be like Jim Carrey in the movie Yes Man. So when asked if he would like to go to the river, Marcos' answer was yes. From there, the family of four headed down to the river. Everything was fine, Blanca says. Her husband loves to swim and began teaching her brothers how to paddle. The water here in the Stanislaus River can seem shallow, but some parts of it are really deep and even filled with debris. Her husband went further down the river, and as 17-year-old Jose was walking in the water, he took one step and things took a turn.
It may look calm from the surface, but you don't know. Also, the depth in which people go into can vary very drastically from one step to another.
Jose started struggling and shouting for help.
Entonces él gritó y yo grité, Chepe, Chepe. Y yo grité y le dije a él, Rey, ayuda, ayuda, Chepe, ayúdalo.
Blanca and her older brother Marcos' first instinct was to jump in after him. They dove in after Jose and began to struggle as well. As he grabbed Blanca and dragged her to shore, Marcos worked to push his younger brother Jose to the shoreline.
Y solo hacía esto y ya no podía, y lo último que le miré fue como la carita así.
Blanca says she saw her brother's face appear above water one last time. Everything went so quickly, Blanca says, and before they knew it, Marcos was gone.
Everyone was able to get to shore, but Marcos Garcia, unfortunately, drowned.
Now, looking back at pictures, she keeps replaying it in her mind.
Lo miré a sus ojos, a los ojos a él, y con sus ojos me decía que ya no podía más.
His family says he died a hero.
Que al final lo que él hizo por nosotros fue una muestra de amor.
It was definitely heroic of his part. He didn't think about his own safety. He only thought about, the person in the river struggling, and, he paid the ultimate price for it. But it's honorable what he did. And, unfortunately, it had a terrible ending.
In Stanislaus County, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
Our thoughts go out to his family. Marcos' family wanted to share that within the last few months he had really connected with God, and they say that had brought them peace. The family is arranging to take Marcos' body to Mexico, where the rest of the family lives.